welcome back to Serious C Podcast. I'm Mary.
I'm Brittany.
And you guys already know what we're doing now. We are still continuing our recaps of Bigger Season 2 on BT+.
Today we're jumping into episode 207 titled I versus We. There's a lot of that going on in this episode.
Sure.
So we see how they navigate, how single life you and relationship you is different. And how do you accommodate that when someone's talking that we? We're going to jump into that right now and let's get into the episode. So it's been weird since the wedding between Deon and Layne.
Right.
Deon came to Layne saying, I'm trying to make this a thing. I want us to be together. Let's be real. And Layne said, I don't want any parts of this. Let's just be friends.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, get on the bus. Get on out of here then. So, but Layne claims that this new boundary has helped her. Like it helped her see things more clearer. And but you can tell Deon is still struggling with it because he's obviously still has feelings for her.
Right. Go away like that.
Right, exactly. So the crew is all at Deon's house, helping him move his stuff for him to become an Airbnb as he goes to an Airbnb. And so everyone's like, what is the point of that? Why didn't you help any of us? It's just aren't we friends? What is going on?
Right? You are not alone, honey.
And I love Deon sat and thought about what would it be like if I stayed at each of their house? If he stayed with Vince. 7 a.m. is a party.
Too loud.
Can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you stay at Veronica, too loud. Sex.
Not even discreet.
I'm on an interview and you're having sex. Okay? Mm-hmm. Not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy, too loud.
No boundaries. She knows no boundaries. She didn't even knock on the door when he's in the bathroom. She's just walking in.
He knows that would be the scenario. So it's no. So
no place is safe.
No place is safe. And all accurate. I agree with him 100%. That's exactly what would happen if he stayed at each of their houses. So it comes to a point where Layne is just in a different world, he would stay at my house. Why would now be any different? But obviously they have this history now, so it's a little weird. But she's trying to touch back into what it is.
Per usual.
Exactly. So he starts to think about what would it be like me staying in Layne? Oh, we could be getting it in. All right.
Yes. He's excited. He's like, I'm down for this.
Let's do it.
So Veronica, she made breakfast for Ken, and it was a struggle for her. She hasn't done this in a while. She probably never did it. Who knows? Because men don't stay in her house like that.
No.
So she don't get used to it because Mama is busy. She does not have time for this.
Exactly.
But Ken, he over here thinking that he struck gold because he's like.
So you running things and holding things down in the kitchen? Did I hit the lottery with you? Yo, we got to celebrate. Let me take you to lunch.
That's nice, but I have to meet the architect for my new house.
Well, let me see.
Yeah, let me show you the floor plan.
It could use a trick out there. A home gym, but we can eventually add on.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put on the subtitles. I said, when did Ken start speaking French?
That's what I said.
We can celebrate. We can add a movie theater and a gym to the house.
Yes.
We can add on. Whoa.
Relax.
I don't even know how long you're gonna be in Atlanta.
Yes, I barely know you. I knew you in college. This is 10, 15 years later. We don't know each other like that.
We don't.
We're completely different people now.
Talk about it.
So this we that you're speaking of, men don't understand that.
I'm not comprehending. So it kind of got her a little shook.
Yes, I was scared for her.
Yeah. But he wants to, reassure her that he's in it for the long run. If I buy a house or you buy a house, it don't matter. I see us both in it. I see a future with us against the world.
He's very fast and furious right now. Pump your brakes, baby boy.
Fast not. Yes,
we went on 2 dates. Relax.
He's all planning a floor plan to her house.
Her house.
He's adding a movie theater and gym, but then he also says, you know, I don't know if he peeped. He was like, "We don't need a nursery." So I wanna put a pin in that.
Tracy, she's riding with Aaron on the way to the airport because he's gonna go visit family, and she tells him that she rented out his favorite restaurant, and he's thinking of something low key like Denny's. She wants to celebrate his birthday, and she's like, "No, what? It's like some lavish rooftop restaurant that got the whole 9 yards," and he's kind of over that scene, like he's letting her know. He confessed to her. He communicated to his woman, like, I'm ready for the next chapter in my life. Like, I want to walk away from basketball and the lights came to action. Like, I'm done with that. I don't want that anymore. I just want peace. That's what it was giving me. Like, I just want peace.
Yeah, it gave me, my knees ain't doing it like it used to. I can't keep these young boys. I can't do it. My back hurt. I'm out. He want to
He is
retire.
tired. I'm not mad at him.
I feel like he's really sincerely a low key guy
Yeah.
that got wrapped up. His talent obviously took him to high places, but at the end of the day, he's just a low key guy, not into the lights, camera, action. You know, he did it for a tech, but now he's like, I just want to chill. He just want to chill with his lady. He's on that He's on that French too, but in a good way.
Yes. But Tracy, although she has a smile on her face, she want to support her man. Yeah. She kind of gives the look like, I'm not ready to give this life up no more.
Yeah, like how does him retiring affect me?
Right, it's completely different from when she was on the show the last time, when she was like over it and couldn't wait to walk away. Now she's kind of used to this limelight and she's loving it. Like she don't want to walk away from that.
She loves it, so it's like, will she have to choose?
Yeah.
Did that for the QCC. But I also loved like when he was at the airport, he was like, "Oh, why don't you come with me?" You know, Tracy's instantly like, "Okay, let me see if I can reschedule my meeting." He's like, "No, don't do that," because that's the type of person Tracy is. She'll drop it all for her man, and I like that he didn't let her do it. Like, listen, you got your own stuff going on. And I want you to have that, so don't do that for me. Because I did that in the last episode when she first met him. Like, she had an interview. She's like, "No, I ain't going. I'm gonna go meet him." So she needs to really put herself first, and I like that he doesn't stop her from doing that.
Yeah, but you can tell she fears that.
Yes.
Put a pin in that.
Put a pin. Okay. So Deon trying to impress Layne with get his sexy on, working out, but he's stinking up the house. It stinks.
She don't like that.
She said it smells like prison and feet, and that is a smell I never want to smell.
Yeah. I don't know how she knows what prison smells like, but
I could just imagine.
Yeah.
I could just imagine. So he makes her breakfast, and and Layne she's in her home. She's comfortable. Like, I'm gonna chill. You're a guest in my home. So she got her mask on. She got her hair out, looking crazy, and it kind of got him like, whoa, what's that about? Because like, you're not my man, so I don't have to like make sure I'm looking cute 24/7 for you.
And even though they've been friends for 10 plus years, like it's like he's never seen this side of her because he's her absolute like true self when she's either with her girls or by herself.
So that's a question. Like, when you're in a relationship, do you have a timeline as far as like when he can see you in your bonnet or like no makeup, or like what is your thoughts on that?
I'm very early on. Like, first of all, I don't even wear a bonnet. Not to shade like anybody that wears. I only wear it when I have like box braids because that's the only thing that can hold a bonnet for me. I wear a scarf. So I have no problem like being on a video call with my scarf on, no makeup. You interrupted my me time. So if you want to talk to me, here I am.
Got you. I feel like I don't know if it's bad, but I feel like a lot of women do it too. I don't show my true self like too early on. Like, I have to be comfortable or just like, I don't care. Huh?
What's too early? Like 2 weeks in, a month
maybe
in?
Like the first phone call? Like,
oh, no, not the first phone call, but definitely probably like 2 weeks in. Like
2 weeks in? How many dates have you been on in those 2 weeks?
How many what?
Dates.
How many dates? I would think at least 2 or 3.
Too early.
Nah, that's not too early.
Give me a month.
Damn.
I mean,
sorry, it's not fair that guys can be like in their do-rags in a tank top, and we have to be all glammed up for them. Like,
but guys don't wear makeup and stuff.
but they be looking crusty.
Cause they still look good. They could still look sexy, like chilling. But like for me, like I don't know. I just feel like early stages, like I feel like something to just be left to the imagination until like y'all in a relationship where it's like, okay, yes, I'm comfortable. This is my man. I don't care. But like those early stages when you get to know, you still want to keep that mystery, that sexiness, so you don't fall into like that homegirl box, which you can't. Like if
Yeah,
you're like, oh,
I
you're gonna
can
be
see
trying to
that.
look cute for me, like or like you still want to keep that like, hey, I just want, you know.
I feel you on that. Layne don't care.
Layne don't care, and that's fine because she known Deon for years. Like it's what it's Deon.
Him that was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was him.
Avocado
Like, whoa,
like, and
you're living with a woman. This is what it's like.
yeah,
I'm gonna do my skincare routine, and you're gonna shut up.
that's it.
That's it. So they have this awkward breakfast, but Layne's heart, her blue heart's fluttering. The feelings are still there. No matter how long she puts up this act to say, oh, I just want to be friends. Stop. You love this man.
You do.
You love this man. So they start talking about like the stresses of work and life. And Deon, like, oh, is there anything else going on in your life? Alluding to like dating. And she's
Right.
like, no, I don't have time for that. But that can change. And that was clearly an undertone of, I don't know what the future will hold between us kind of thing. It was a vibe.
It
It was a vibe. So,
was right.
maybe they could try again. So I feel like he felt the door was open.
So he ends up telling her about, these final interviews that he has with a smaller firm. And he didn't even get a job yet, but he's already like talking crap about this company.
I have a final interview at a firm no one's ever heard of.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm probably not going to take it. I see myself at least working at a Fortune 500 company. I feel like I already lowered the bar. I mean, I started with Fortune 100 companies,
Whoa, buddy. Let me tell you something about the smaller startup firms, okay?
Talk about it.
You get the money and you don't have to do as much work. It's not as stressful.
And you eat the snacks and the work still get done. Okay.
So even she has to tell him, don't be sleeping on these smaller companies because you might love it more than the bigger companies because you do get a little bit more responsibility. You don't have somebody breathing down your neck as much. Like, be more open to it. And we find that, anytime they have like these personal conversations, the other one is always right about something. Like they take each other's advice, not knowing that they took each other's advice. Like unconsciously, they be taking each other's advice.
That is true. Very true. I like that.
Mm-hmm,
True love.
mm-hmm. Best friends.
So Vince comes over to talk to Deon, and Deon is upset. He's big mad because Layne is not appreciating his stay-at-home husband work ethic. Okay,
he's
cooking.
feeling really unappreciated.
Talk about it. He's cooking. He's cleaning. He's doing everything. He's showing his talents of how good of a guy he is, and it's going unnoticed. But I also want to point out, I love how Vince pointed out how tight Deon's shirt was, because I definitely thought about that. I said, what size is that shirt?
He wants to be seen.
He wants to
be seen by Layne.
By Layne. And it's like that shirt is for a toddler, but it's fine. So Vince is like, why are you doing all this Martha Stewartness? Are you trying to get back to my cousin? And Deon denies it, but then he's like, you know what? Yes, I am. So, but he just cannot connect the dots as to like what went wrong. Cause like I thought the problem was the jail situation. I forgave her. That was that. And we're still here. She still wants to be friends. So what? He's so confused. Obviously, we know he don't know. So
Right.
Vince tells him like, how about you try to talk to her, not at somebody's wedding, but like really talk to her so maybe she'll listen. So he said he's gonna do that.
Vince was He was helping the people out. He was doing God's work.
Yes, he was.
He was helping the people out this episode. Okay. So Layne gets to work looking cray cray, and she tells Liberty, she got Deon living in her house, and Liberty is happy because she's like, "Oh, you got in-house peen. That's girl. That don't come around often. So get ready.
Shout out to you.
You living your life." But Layne is like, "I'm not even going there with him." So Liberty ends up setting up a dating profile for her.
I look thirsty as hell. That's the point. I'm an expert in online dating, and men love thirsty women. And you look dehydrated. I don't know why I let you do this. Well, looks like I just got you another date for tomorrow. 3 dates in 24 hours. I need a rate.
I said, what app is this? Because you can't even get one day in 24 months on these apps. And that got me real upset. Because she was on a date with some good looking men. I said, what app?
She sure was. And I'm like, was Liberty doing all the talking for her and setting up these dates? Because I already know if it was Layne.
They wouldn't. I don't know. To know her, you gotta love her. It's a very quirky personality. Very quirky.
Yes. We love Layne, but we just love
her. She gets awkward. There's just this word vomit. It's like, what are you talking about? It's just like, what?
Word vomit.
Yeah.
Because first dude, she was clearly feeling him, like loving his lips.
Very with a good lip.
She got nervous. We know when she gets nervous, word vomit.
Forget about it.
She just starts telling things that does not need to be told.
What are you talking
For example, she tells him immediately, "I'm celibate."
We're on the first date. He said, "Check, please." She said, "We're in a coffee shop." I still want the check. I'm gone.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
But listen, he did her a favor because what if they went on a couple dates and then it came down to what she really feeling him? And then he would have left her high and dry when she had feelings. So bye, Barry.
He did do her a favor, but it's the fact that she just feels the need to just spew out the first thing that's on her mind.
Right. You were talking about pandas and then celibacy. So where the transition? I don't know.
Yeah. Second dude, creepy as hell. And he was trying to make it known that, his next mission in life was to end her celibacy.
Yes, he was. He said, "Oh, I never did that before."
She's like, "I'm ready to go."
Yeah, horrible.
The third dude, he obviously did a good job because he made it all the way to her door. And they're, trying to make plans for the next date. And they end up hugging it out. Deon walks out of the house and sees this, and immediately Layne starts acting guilty.
Right,
taking off her mask to speak. Girl, what are you doing? She's like
why? Why? But can we talk about how Deon came outside like somebody's dad?
Yes,
like
we can.
Watching your little girl come home from her first date with the beer, like, go inside. And it's funny because last episode we were talking about how Layne was the mom and now Deon's the dad. This episode, like,
and Deon has never given me Deon has never given me the energy of like I should fear that man. Ever.
No.
He tried to come out big and bad with the spear in his hand. It wasn't
Go inside. Go inside. Go, sir. You're just trying to. I mean, it did. I was dead. The guy was like, "Be blessed." When you hear somebody say, "Be blessed," that means do not contact me anymore.
Be blessed.
Be blessed is the nicest thing you can say.
Eliminate me from your mind.
Be blessed. Don't. Do not call my phone ever.
Delete it.
It was weird. It was awkward. It was embarrassing. Like, what was that? Like, come on.
Yeah. And he's pissed, and she feels bad. She tries to talk to him about it, but he's like, "You made it clear, this is your house. You made it clear that, after I told you how I felt, that you didn't want anything to do with me. So, it's cool."
Yeah, nothing else to say. It ain't. There's a lot more to say.
Yes.
Yes.
Put a pin in it.
Put a pin in it. Tracy throws their air on this lavish party. Everyone's living it up. He's having a good time, but he does not want these cameras around. He's over it. He's over. Like he really just wants to enjoy his lady, his friends, another year of life. What are these cameras there for? So, at this time, Veronica's talking to Layne. They're talking about everybody, like what's going on with you, what's going on with this, and Veronica, as she's talking, she's taking huge chunks of bites of food. And listen, no judgment.
At all.
I do it for the big girls.
At all.
I like to eat. I understand. But in this particular instant, a couple things came to my mind. I thought, okay, maybe she's just eating her feelings, stress eating. Like a lot is going on. She
Or
had struggle weight. She had a struggle with her weight in college. So like maybe it's just her way of coping, eating. Or she's eating for two. She's pregnant. So I am definitely leaning more towards the pregnancy.
Yep.
That's drama, and I love it.
Especially because he mentioned nursery earlier.
But he mentioned he didn't want a nursery.
Yes.
No nursery.
Okay. Let's do it.
So, Pin. So at this time, Aaron makes a big announcement. He makes an announcement that he's retiring. Everybody's like, whoa, shocked. And the camera guy, you're fired. Can you do it again? I couldn't hear you. Fired. But I loved how Tracy didn't make him say it again. She just said, okay, cheers to Aaron. We're moving on. Like she still like wants to make him feel comfortable.
Right. She gave the cameras something they could use, like a big toast, and at the same time she was like being supportive of her man. So.
Exactly. I love it. Let me tell you something. This is episode 7. Episode 1, I was not here for Tracy and Aaron. But episode 7, they're my favorite couple. I love them.
They have a beautiful history. Well, not beautiful, but they have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. So she held it down. So they're in the car going home, and he's upset. He's still upset. Like,
who's in damn cameras?
Look, babe, I worked really hard to build my brand and to launch my business, and the cameras have been a huge part of that. But they won't always be around.
I feel you, babe. That needs to happen sooner than later.
I just feel like he kind of should have just been like annoyed, but like, it is what it is. Like, we have a contract. We got to finish. Let's just finish out the season or whatever. Because at this time, they're talking. I'm thinking they're having an intimate moment. Cameraman is full.
In your face.
In their face. So it's an invasion of privacy. I can't imagine like being a reality star and just having these cameras in the face all day. Mm-hmm. You always have to be on.
Yeah. And Tracy, I mean, she's in her element at this point.
Yeah.
Tracy, she's been doing this for so long, and she's kind of like used to it. I mean, even her castmates, like one of them said that, they're ready to move on with their career.
Yeah.
Another one has actual theater background, and, she's doing this. Mm-hmm. So to be on all the time, I don't think I could do that. Like, I value my privacy so much.
I feel you. But I think also with Tracy, like, she loves it, but I think it's not the only thing she's about. Like, she still wants to do her business, her food company. So I can see, I feel like she can find a way to like shift the spotlight, like get a cooking show or something. So I think as long as she's on somebody's TV, I don't think it has to be reality TV for her. So we don't know.
Also on the way home, Ken is happy as hell because, he done made 3 clients at this party. Like, he was working the room. And Veronica was trying to do the same thing, but he kept interrupting her and pulling her aside to be his wing woman and make sure he closed his deals. And he kind of jokes like, oh, can you do that at every event? Like, be my wing woman. And, that kind of annoys her because it's like, I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to build my empire as well. Like, I can't do that and then be your wing woman at the same time. Like, what's not clicking? You have to understand that I had this life before you entered it, and I need you to respect that boundary.
But I was making my own connections, and you snatched me away before I could seal the deal.
My bad. I didn't realize I was stepping on your hustle.
And I'm not just your wing woman. I'm my own woman.
I know that. It's one of the things I respect about you. We partners in grind. Come on. We just said this. no kids, dual income. That's the dream, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
We again with the French.
Yes,
You know, we working on our empire. We both said, you know, we don't want kids, and I'm like, oh, did we
right?
though?
That's the dream.
I said, oh, who said that?
Who said that? Because it's interesting. I can't recall Veronica ever saying she don't want kids, but I also don't recall her saying she do or don't. Like I don't
Right.
either one. Because at one point we didn't even see her in a relationship, so we just don't know what her what she wants as far as kids.
Right. So I was shocked when he said, you know, we both said no kids, dual income. I'm like, did we? Was she there?
Did we? Was it me? I don't know. But then
You
she said,
approve of
yeah,
this?
yeah, you're right, you're right. Cause maybe they did talk about, maybe that is her dream. Cause like I said, being in a relationship was never on her plan anyway. So maybe in her mind, kids wasn't there either. But I think now that she's getting her house and everything, I feel like she is thinking more about the possibility of it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Yeah.
CC's, I got something to say.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
and even earlier in the night when she was stress eating or eating for two, if you want to call it that, Vince had to have a talk with her too and gave her the advice. But you need to talk to Ken instead of like stuffing your face because
Yeah, yeah.
this ain't healthy.
It ain't. It ain't. Yeah, Vince out here helping the people.
He has to. Somebody got to do it.
Somebody gotta do it. Come on. So, Deon and Layne, they're back home, and Layne is like, "We need to communicate right now."
Mm-hmm.
So Deon's kind of like, "I won't be here any long, so there's not really much to talk about.
He's an
I got a new
asshole.
job. I got a new job. Let's set some rules. Let's just check in before we bring anyone home. I think that's fair. I think that's something we can both do." So he's like, it's weird. So she finally explains, like, she's like, you know what, you're right. It was weird seeing you with someone else. He's like, what you talk? When have I been with anyone? What you talk?
Not what you talk.
What you talk? So she
He was
explains what
confusion.
she saw. Confusion. She explains what she saw, and he's like, that's why you've been acting weird? That's it?
I saw you have sex with a girl. He said, did you now?
Who? We? Me? He said, not I. Sex with who?
You might want to get
He's
your
like,
eyes checked, baby girl.
And I saw you having sex with a woman.
I wasn't having sex with anyone. I mean, I was all caught up on you, and I didn't know what was going on with us. We came close, but you didn't see what you thought you saw.
so it's real. So obviously I got her feeling good. She feeling
Yeah.
good. She feeling great. So they give a little flirty, like, oh, well, I'm glad we cleared everything up. They give each other the eyes, blah, blah,
I
blah.
wasn't here for it. But we'll talk about
They go to bed, but obviously there's still sexual tension,
it. Yeah.
and they got to release on their own.
Yeah. They both went to sleep sexually frustrated, thinking about each other.
Yes.
So they had to take care of themselves.
Right. Right. I was waiting for one of them to go into the other person's room.
I thought one of them would get up and go to the other person's room, but I guess
Yeah.
it's too soon.
It's too soon. It's too soon. Deon doesn't QCC. Let's go to the. Let's hop into our question, comment, concerns, aka the writer's room.
But even seriously.
So, with Deon and Layne, it's too soon, like we were saying, and I feel like, especially with Deon, Layne is a ticking time bomb. He don't know if he's in, if he's out, so he don't want to mess up anything, and Layne doesn't know what she wants either. So I think the ball is definitely in Layne's court because Deon has put it all on the table multiple times. So it's just like, what else do you want from him?
Yeah. I was a little disappointed that after he told her what she thought she saw, like he told her what actually happened, I'm kind of mad that she didn't apologize. Like, I'm so sorry for the way I was treating you this whole time because I miscalculated what I saw. Like, I misinterpreted what I saw. she kind of just like, all right, I guess we cleared the air. Like, no, girl, we didn't, because you were accusing me of sleeping with someone this entire time.
Right, and you've been mad at me for years through COVID. You've been mad at me for no real reason. You could have, yeah, she should have definitely apologized. Like, oh, I'm sorry because that was the reason why they've been so in a bad space.
And I was thinking, like, what if it was the other way around and he thought that she slept with someone and treated her that way? Like, she would expect an apology. Like, don't accuse me of something that I did not do.
Right. That's what you think of me? You think I'm that type of girl? Like, it would be a whole thing. 100%. So
That's
you're
amazing.
not here for Deon and Layne?
I'm here for them, but I just felt like she should have apologized.
I got you.
You know, I have my days where I am here for Layne and Deon, and then other episodes I'm like, these people do not belong with each other. This episode, I'm like, yes. Maybe next episode I might be.
They just need to get the ball rolling. What are we doing?
Right.
But I'm glad we finally got some resolution. I'm glad they didn't wait till the finale for this. Like, oh, that's not what happened. I'm glad that they talked about it now. Let's see what happens. I feel like there's still gonna be some awkwardness because it's Layne. But for some reason, I think that third date guy, Ryan Be Blessed, is coming back.
Why? Because he made it to the door?
He made it to the door and they kept his mask on. So I think like he's gonna pop up and you're gonna be like, who's that guy? And then it's because we don't know him without his mask, so we may not know. It's writer's room. I know what's gonna happen. He's gonna come up.
He's connected to the psychic's reading when she said a new guy is coming into your life?
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Is he the Is he the guy from the first episode that was trying to holler at Veronica in the bar?
No.
No? Okay.
That one was lighter skin tone.
Okay, got you. But he's definitely coming back. I feel it. I know it.
Because he had no mask.
He had no mask. It's called Easter eggs. When you gotta pay attention
to the drop little hints here and there.
Little hints. Because no one was wearing masks all episode. Why would they choose right now to put a mask on this man? Obviously COVID, but like she wasn't. No.
Yeah, I feel you. I could see that.
Writer's room.
Even though he said be blessed.
He might run into her one day and be like, so you've been blessed?
So is what's happening at home? Is that over? Or is
that over?
What you doing?
Yeah. Because she said, she told Deon that she had no interest in him, but we'll see.
She was quick to say that though. Too quick.
So quick.
Are you getting brownie points because you're not interested in someone? Come on.
Right. But she want to put a face on for Deon. Like, I'm really, instead of just saying like, I like you, let's make this a thing. She wants to put these little hints in his ear so he just picks them up. But men are slow.
And the crazy thing is, Deon has seen how she acts in a relationship. She cheated on her last man, even though she was telling him, you're the one and whatnot. So I don't know if he would even trust her.
Nothing. I think he's past that. I think he knows if they do anything official, it would be real, and he knows like what she had with Greg and Reggie wasn't real. So I think it's different.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that one.
Put a pin.
That's always going to be ammunition for Mr. Petty.
Not Mr. Petty.
That's who he is. Aaron and I was gonna say Aaron and Ken. That's not a relationship.
That's not a couple. You got something to tell me? You saw something I didn't see?
I'm just kidding.
I mean, at the party.
Aaron and Tracy. I actually love them together.
Love them. And I would be sad and sick to my core if she put the cameras before her relationship.
I kind of thought that he was about to die in this episode.
Not die. It was
Let me tell you.
Like he was gonna get on that plane. He was like, I love you too.
That's what I thought. And he was like, "No, don't come with me. It's okay."
NBA basketball player Aaron was dead in a plane crash. Oh, stop. I would
That's
have
what I thought
cried.
was gonna happen. I was just like, "Oh man, we ain't seeing Aaron no more. His birthday about to come up. Oh damn."
Usually I be catching that. I didn't feel that, but that's funny. I can see it.
Mhm.
I can see
Mhm.
it. It was like, come with me, and then she would have been like, oh, what if I got on that plane with him? I would have been dead too. Like, oh, writer's room, y'all.
Right is wrong. You know, anything can go.
No, but he's alive. He's still with us.
He's still mad about these cameras.
Oh
The
man.
crazy thing is, he's tired of these cameras, but the cameras helped him get to her.
Like, huh? Oh, for them to
He's
get back
tired of,
together.
yeah. How did he find her on camera?
True. True.
So
But I think
is
he's
he
like, okay,
mad?
the cameras did their job, got me my lady. I don't need you anymore. Don't need it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Still
But
got my
it's
pen.
definitely, yeah. I I mean, he's really like he hates it, and she just it's hard. Like but I think she's doing a good job of trying to like make sure he's happy, make
Mm-hmm.
sure the camera are happy. I just hope that she gets what she wants out of all this too, and don't put everyone
Right.
else's feelings before her, but also don't mess up a good thing over something that because the producers tomorrow can say, "Hey, we don't want you anymore." And let's say she broke up with Aaron for the cameras kick off the show. Then what? These cameras are not for forever, but this relationship
Right.
could be. We don't
The
know.
producers are
But
not
Team
your friend.
Aaron, Tracy, love them.
I like to see more. I'd like to see more.
I'm in. I'm sold.
Now Ken and Veronica.
I don't want to see them on my screen no more. It's not real. It's not real.
I love that we got to see Kadeen.
Yeah, shout out to Kadeen, DeVal's wife. She had her
Yeah, I was
part.
like,
She was
all
one of
right,
Tracy's
y'all,
friends.
keeping it in the family.
Keep it in the family. Yes. Love it. But I don't feel what Ken and Veronica have is it's not real. It's just
Yeah,
something.
it doesn't seem genuine.
No, it's like something that you can say, yeah, me and my girl are powerhouses. Me and my girl just shutting Atlanta down. Like it's just something for
Right.
Instagram, something for the blogs. Like it's not real.
Yeah, I don't think he actually like has feelings for her. He just likes what she can bring to the table.
Yes. He matches his fly, like his stats. Like, if
Right.
he sees himself as Jay-Z, his Beyonce, like it makes sense. Let Veronica be pregnant. Let her be pregnant. And let me tell you what he's gonna do. He's gonna say, here's this amount of money. Do what you need.
He gonna hit her with one of those. That was not part of the plan. You diverting from the plan. We made this plan together, and now you're trying to do something else.
Right. That's not the the game plan. It's not the high level
He's
plan.
giving me manipulative.
So what kind of girl do you think Veronica is? What would she do if he said for her to get an abortion?
I don't think that she would. I would hope that she would not listen to this man who she hasn't known or seen in 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I would hope that she would have the self esteem and the confidence to know that if it don't work out with him and her, she can raise her child along with her friends. Like that could be the
Yeah.
village that the child is raised in,
Yeah.
and hopefully that will be enough for her. But a part of me also sees her as like I do want to be the wife with um, her own empire and her a child too. Like she gives me that as well. Like that's why she's building this big house maybe because she
Mhm.
wants to fill it.
What's crazy is you said that, but for some reason I don't see her as like the wife type. Like it seemed like she doesn't want to be somebody's wife. Like she wants to obviously be her, build her empire. But I can also see like at the end of the day, it could be me and my child, and we're gonna rule this world regardless.
Yeah,
Like I feel like, or maybe it's just Ken. Like she needs a guy that's gonna kind of
be okay with
support
her
her,
having her son. Yeah,
support her as far as like her wins and stuff. Let her still rule. Don't try to bring her down or try to get on her bandwagon. Um,
Yeah.
I don't.
I thought that too, but at the same time, she gives me like, oh, I don't want to lose this person because what we have is so great. Like she'll tell herself that, and then finally give in.
Hmm.
I don't know. She's an interesting character.
She's a wild card.
She's a wild card. That's what I meant to say.
She said she's interesting.
She's interesting because she can go either way.
Either way, either way.
Because a part of me feels like she'd be fighting this whole like I want to be this independent woman. Like you should not be trying to compete with my life. You should just be like an accessory, almost like adding a little bit.
Hmm.
And a part of me feels like she wants that, but she was just too afraid of it.
Yes. I definitely feel like she's afraid of it, and she also don't want to lose herself in it,
Hmm.
where she becomes just his wife.
Right, overwhelmed because even in the beginning with the whole making breakfast, like she did that on her own. She's not like he told her go make me breakfast. Like
Yeah,
she
she's
wanted to do
fine.
something nice, but it was a struggle for her. And then she went immediately to her work, like you eat over there, and I'm gonna go back to my laptop.
Yeah,
But
she's learning.
she's learning, and it almost seems
Hey,
like he's trying to groom her into being his wing woman, like because at these events, like I don't know if she helps him get into events, like being closer to celebrities because of
yeah.
who she's close to, like Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if
Yeah.
this man is
I
like
think
using her?
I think is that I don't know if he's per se using her, but he's definitely taking advantage of what she can bring him.
Mm-hmm.
I do think he likes her because no guy's gonna really. I mean, they would.
You never know.
You never know. I don't know, but I don't think Ken is the right guy for her.
Yeah,
I wanted it to be,
yeah. I mean, we said
but
in
I
a couple
see.
episodes ago, we
Yeah,
assumed that Ken coming into Veronica's life was going to be like this amazing thing because finally we get to see her in a relationship, and Aaron coming back into Tracy's life, we were like, hell no, we don't want that. But then we
right.
also mentioned like, what if it's actually the opposite, and it really is the
Yeah,
opposite.
and it is. It is. And I'm Team Aaron and Tracy, and I'm sick beside him. I'm sick beside him.
Even though he was a cheater.
He was going through a lot. He's going through a lot.
All right, 'cause I ain't
Yes.
forget that.
It's not forgotten. She forgave him, but she didn't forget. But I definitely think he's changed.
Okay.
And we're going to give people room to change.
All
Okay?
right. All right.
We're giving people room to change and grow. Okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Yes. So that is it, right? For episode 207. A
Mm-hmm.
bigger, if you're not already, please follow us on all social media platforms at Seriously Podcast. You can also watch the video component to this podcast on Seriously TV on YouTube. And that's it. And we'll see you
Yeah.
guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.